it's Taren. Welcome back to my channel, and in this video, I am creating this makeup look for you. Now, it's a very wearable, like daytime look. The eyes are a little smoky with some purple. There's no false lashes, but the skin is very flawless. I used full coverage foundation, bronzer, highlighter, blush, the whole works to get this look, but I feel like it's extremely wearable. Like, it's not too harsh to where you couldn't get away with like wearing it throughout the day. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So first things first, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair Beige. And I'm going to use this as a primer for my eyelids. Now if I'm looking over here, that's because this is where my mirror is. And this is so, that looks funny. It's not thick, I guess. It's just a little goes a long way. So you really don't need a lot. And I'm just going to rub this in with my finger. Now I'm going to take this powder from Rimmel. It's called Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder in the color Creamy Natural. And I'm just going to put this all over my eyelids to kind of set what we just did. Okay, now for the fun part. I know I want to do something purple, but I'm not really sure what I want to do. So I have this on-the-go StudioMakeup eyeshadow palette. That's kind of a purpley color. Then I also have this Urban Decay palette that has a darker shimmer purple and then like a lavender. Both of those are shimmer colors though. And then I also have this Pure Cosmetics Buff Collection palette. And it's got some darker purples down here at the end. So I may want to, I think I'm going to use this one because it's got, it's kind of got everything you need in there. So I think I'm going to go with that. So first I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to go in with, let's do Dune, this color right here. And that's going to just go all in the crease. So we're going to use this as our transition color. All right, you can kind of see it on camera, but not really. So I think just to darken it up, I'm going to use this brush that came in it. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. All right, so I'm going to take a brush that's a little bit smaller, but still a little fluffy. This is the Luxie blending brush in 237, and I'm going to take the color Clay, this one right here, and I'm just going to put that a little more precisely in the crease. And what I am doing here is I'm just going to focus it a little more on the outer corner versus the inner corner because I want those inner corners to stay bright. And I want this color to, I want it to be bright in the inner corner and kind of fade out. I'm going to go back in with my super fluffy brush. I have no idea. Okay, so this is a Mally brush. I don't know if it's a blending brush or what, but I'm going to take this and kind of just blend these two. I want everything to be cohesive. Blend, blend, blend. So I think I'm going to start off a little slow, and I'm going to take this color Mojave. So I'm going to take that color with the brush that came with this. I'm going to take the smaller side, and I'm just going to pack that on the lid. So that's not as dark at all as I thought it was going to be. So I mean, in person it looks much better than it does on camera. You can actually see it. I'm going to take the other side of this brush, which is this side, the more like blending brush, and I'm going to take this dark color. I'm going to go in with Mirage, and I'm going to take that, and we're just going to blend, girl. We're going to see what happens. Pack it in the corners. Wow, that is a lot of fallout, but it's got a lot of pigment. I'm going to kind of make like a V shape in that corner and slightly kind of bring it to the center, but I don't want too much. My hand is so far back on this brush because I don't want too much pressure. Fun fact about me. Are you ready? So you'll notice if you've watched any of my videos or as time passes, you'll notice, okay, I'm just going to blend with this brush. No extra product on it. You'll notice that my eyes are two different shapes. Do you see? That's because I have a cataract in one eye and I was born with it. So, you know, I've lived with it my whole life. It doesn't really affect me, but I have like terrible vision in that one eye. It's like, you know, 2100 vision, which is like crazy. So it's hard for me to do makeup a lot of times because one eye will look amazing and then the other one will kind of not look as good because it's harder for me to see and to, you know, put makeup on that eye because a lot of times you've got to close one eye to get to the lid and that's the good eye and then you can't see because the only eye that's open is the bad eye. But just watch. You'll see. You'll notice here and there that my eyes are a little different. I'm going to go back in with this Mojave color right here. And I'm just going to kind of blend these two colors together. I'm really glad that I did the eyeshadow first because that fallout, yo, it's a lot. All right, I'm not convinced that I really like the amount of purple, so I think I am going to use a different palette. I think I'm going to go in with this Makeup on the Go StudioMakeup eyeshadow palette. Now, this doesn't really come off on camera, but it's a really deep purple, no shimmer, no nothing. So, I'm going to take this same brush, this 237 Luxie blending brush. I'm going to take that purple. So I'm going to use it in the crease to kind of deepen it up and give me some contrast to that shimmer purple that I used. And I think I am going to bring it in a little more because I want that like real pretty gradient effect. And the purple on the edge is more of like a true dark purple, whereas the one that I'm putting on there is more like a plum. Now I'm going to go back in with this brush and blend. I want to be sure too that it's not too harsh on the lid of the eye, like into the eyebrow bone. So I'm going to take this Luxie Tapered Blending 205 brush and just be sure that it looks good and I'm going to buff it out. All right, this always looks kind of crazy to me because it's so like harsh on my face with nothing else on. So once I get the foundation and eyeliner and mascara and everything on, I'll feel better about it. But right now, it's a little bit weird. In the same Makeup on the Go palette, I'm going to take this shade. It is like a lavender shimmer. And I'm going to put that in the inner part of the lid because I do want to brighten that up a little bit. But I'm just going to use my finger because I've realized with this product, you get so much more pigment. Like you barely have to touch. And it's such a pretty color. And I'm going to go back in with this brush that I put the two different color purples on. And I'm going to kind of blend all of this together right here in the center. Do you see the difference? It kind of gives you a little more oomph on this side. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. That just makes it so much prettier. Okay, I'm going to leave that way for now. I'm sure I'll switch it up in a little while, but for now, that's how we're going to leave it. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with eyeliner. I have to do all of my eye makeup pretty much, besides mascara, but I pretty much have to do it all before foundation because I feel like the product can be amazing, but I'm super sloppy. Is anybody else like that? So it's just easier for me to get everything done with the eyes and then we'll move on to the face. So I'm going to take this NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I talked about this in a video. Someone told me or I read somewhere that they were going to stop making this stuff, that it was going to go out of stock or whatever the case may be. So I went online and bought, I think 3 of them from Ulta. And I'd never even used them before. But I'd heard such good things about them that I thought, I mean, it's going to be great. So I do like it. The wand is not my favorite. Like, it's kind of flimsy. I'm not that great at liquid liner anyways, so, you know, that could be me, not the product, but I'm going to do this off camera just because it's going to take me a hot minute, and I need to look really, really close in the mirror. So I'm going to go ahead and move on with mascara. Just going to curl my lashes, and then I'm going to use my favorite mascara, this Mary Kay Lash Intensity Mascara. Talked about this, I don't even know how many times. If you haven't tried it, you should try it. So that's what the mascara looks like. I think it looks pretty good to have no fake lashes or anything on. I mean, I love it. I love it. Just to darken up that lash line, I've used a lot of it. We can tell. This is the Lord & Berry Dark Black number 221 liner. I'm just going to put that in my tight line at the top. Now it's time for foundation. I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Cream Beige. This is the Photofocus foundation. Everyone's been talking about it. I know why they talk about it, because it's amazing. So I'm just going to apply this with my damp beauty sponge. And I'm just going to take this Tarte Tape Shape in Fair Beige again and put that under the eyes. Now, this is definitely too light for me. So I just use a tiny amount because I'll be looking like I didn't know what I was doing this morning. And I'm going to take the other end of that beauty sponge and use this because it's pointed and it's just a little bit easier for me to get in and out when I need to be in there. I've seen people too use so much of this stuff, and I could see why. Like, I would use so much more if I had it in the right color, but it's just hard for me to find it here. I guess it's so popular that even on Tarte's website and Ulta, it sells out so fast. And if I do want it, then they don't have the shade that I want. So it's like a whole story of why I can't get it. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try this Pure Cosmetics. This is a Mineral Glow Bronzing Powder. Now it looks really dark, and I'll admit I've had this for a while and haven't used it because of how dark it looks. But whenever you swatch it, it's actually like a really pretty bronzer. So I'm going to use this today. This is the first time. I'm going to take this brush. I have no idea what it is. It says Blush 7. I don't know where it came from. I'm going to take just like a tiny, tiny amount. Oh, yeah. I'm going in with such a light hand because I'm just so nervous. Oh my gosh. That is such a pretty color. Okay. Tiny, tiny. I'm going to put this up here on my forehead to kind of give me a little bit more color. I'm also going to put a little bit under my bottom lip. It may not do anything. It may not make me look any different, but to me, it makes me feel like it gives my lip a little more pouty look, which is what I like. Okay, I'm going to take the tiniest amount again. I'm going to do my chin. Now for blush, I think I'm going to go in with this one. This is the MAC. I'm pretty sure it's Desert Rose. This is like an oldie, but a goodie. I haven't used this in so long, probably since I worked in TV. But it's just like a deep, I've almost hit pan. Can you see that? It's not translating either on camera. It's more of a deep color, a deep red. So I'm going to take this. This goes along, like a little bit goes a long way. Well, can't really see that. Well, you can. You can. I love blush too. Like, if I could only have like 3 products to wear for the rest of my life, it would be mascara, blush, and chapstick. Chapstick 100%. Mascara, yes, because my lashes, if I don't wear mascara for a while, they tend to get lighter. Not blonde, like white blonde, but they just get lighter. Oh, that is so pretty. I'm going to take this big brush. This is an e.l.f. Professional Total Face brush. I don't even know where I got this. I don't know how long I've had it. I've cleaned it I don't even know how many times, But I'm just going to blend all of this together. For highlight, I'm going to use this Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in Rodeo Drive. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I love it. It's like the perfect gold. Like, I don't know. It's just beautiful, and I think it goes really well with the color that we put on the inner corner, like the lid color that we used. So I'm going to put that on my cheekbones. See that? Oh, 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 oh. See that? Ooh. Down the bridge of my nose and the tip and the Cupid's bow. I'm also going to put that in the inner corners of my eyes. I think it just really makes it pop, and it's just such, look at the difference. No highlighter? Yes, highlighter. I just think it makes it so, kind of just brings the look together. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my beauty sponge. It's still damp, but it's not wet at all. There's no product on it. And I'm just going to take this fat side and just kind of pounce it over where I put that highlighter, because I want it to all blend in. I don't want it to look like highlighter or powder is just sitting on my face. I'm going to take another palette from StudioMakeup On The Go, and this is the neutral palette. It gets a lot of use, girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take this brush. This is the, oh my goodness, Royal and Lagnical Omnia Balm 40 Shader Brush. Yep. I'm going to take this light color in the center. It looks white on camera, but it's more of like a skin tone color. And I'm going to put that on my brow bone. For my under eye, I'm going to go back into this Buff Collection palette. And I think I'm going to do Clay, which is this color here. It's more of like a dark mauve-y, but I think it'll be really good for the under eye. And now, like, I want it a little bit darker under there because I feel like it's a bold look. So I'm going to take this Omnia brush. This is the Balm 18 Detail Brush. It's the same brand as that larger brush that we used to put the skin tone color on the brow bone. And I think I'm going to take this purple. We used this to kind of blend the colors on the eyelid. So I'm going to take this brush, and I'm going to kind of press that against the lower lashes because I don't want it to come too far down, because then I tend to look like I have a black eye. And I'm just going to blend those two together. Now for my lower lash mascara, I'm going to go in with this Physcians Formula Organic Wear. This is just black mascara. Next, do I want to go in with nude in the lower waterline, or do I want to do black? I kind of already have small eyes, so I think I'm going to go with this nude color because I don't want my eyes to be closed in. And I cannot forget this NYX. This NYX eyebrow gel. It's clear, no color to it. I don't do anything to my brows, but I use this and I really like it. So that's what I'm going to do. And finally, let's do lips. I've just been like sitting at this makeup desk for like 20 minutes trying to figure out what lip I want to do. This is the combo that I've come up with. This is the Starlooks BoxyCharm Charmed Lip Pencil. And then I'm going to cover it with this Bellapierre Cosmetics in Antique Pink. All right, so that's the lip. I do really like it. Okay. It's a little bit dark for me. I thought it would be a little more pink. I guess not pink, a little more nude, but, oh, it's sticky. You see that? That's a wrap on this video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you found it helpful and fun and enjoyable and not too weird. You go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe for future videos. If you like this video, please let me know in the comments. I really like hearing from people and what they like. And if there's anything that you want me to do in the future as a normal person who is not a makeup artist or a hairstylist or who never went to school for this, and I'm just trying to be cute, you know? So if there's anything else you want to see, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye.